This week, it looked like some of the baddies were not so happy with Natalie after Tommy showed up on set and pulled out a pow pow on everyone and had the girls scattering. And also, it looks like birds of a feather do hoe together because sister wives Scotty and Anna decided to join forces and be the mighty mistresses this week and team up against our girl Summer. Yes, all that and more, and you better believe we gonna talk about it. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button below and like this video by clicking the thumbs up button. That helps me get into the YouTube algorithm, and I would truly appreciate it, okay? If you don't do anything else, please like this video. Join the conversation by getting in the comment section down there below. Leave me all your thoughts and opinions on what you thought about this week's episode. Do you think the girls have a valid reason to be upset at Natalie after last week when Tommy showed up with the GUN? And what do you think about Scotty and Anna, the mighty mistresses, aka sister wives, joining forces to team up against Summer at the end of the episode and tag team her? I want to hear all your thoughts, so make sure you let me know in the comments. And last but not least, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement, help us grow and sustain this channel here. We're almost at 10,000 followers. Thank you guys so much for the support. We're almost at 10K. If you would like to donate, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate. We do PayPal, we do Cash App, we do Venmo, we do Zelle, and we even got my Amazon wish list in the description. Okay, baby? Okay, baby. Thank you so much for the love. I'm so glad y'all are here. Listen, better late than never, right? It's Thursday. I hope you all have had a great week. I've been extremely busy with work, but that's okay. I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm happy to be here. All right, let's get into this episode. Now, Rolly is going off. Last week ended with Tommy showing up to set, pulling out a GUN, a BB GUN, and popping at some of the girls, right? Rolly is upset. She's livid. She picks up a chair. She throws the chair. It hits Nunu. And listen, I know I've been on the last couple episodes, I've been on Rolly's ass for the way she's been moving and the way she's been behaving. But this is one time where I agree with Rolly, and I'm going to stand by her side on this one because I would have behaved the same way. First of all, I'm at work, okay? This is a job. We're filming a TV show. It should never be that serious to where you need to get content so bad that you go to the lengths of desperation to bring a weapon, not only a weapon, a dangerous, deadly weapon onto the set. Okay? It should never be that serious. That's number one. Number two, you're supposed to be protecting me as my employer. I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm not at home. I'm on the road, city to city, filming this show, putting my trust in you, Zeus, to make sure that I'm going to get back home safely to my family. And some people can say, oh, you're being dramatic. It was a BBGUN. But guess what? In that moment, nobody knew that it was a BBGUN, and it looked like a real one. Right? I'm just like, what kind of ratchet ass mess is this? Okay? What kind of professional network is this? For a company that brings in millions of dollars, they trifling. I mean, there's really no words to describe it. And for people that are defending it, you've obviously never been put in a situation like that before. You've obviously never been around GUNs before or been in a serious enough situation because some of y'all think shit's sweet. Some of y'all think y'all hood. Some of y'all think y'all about that life. And you ain't. Okay? You ain't. I promise you. You ain't built for it. Now, and I'm going to be real with you. In my mind, I know what was going through my mind as a viewer. So as a cast member, I would really be thinking this. Lawsuit, 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 lawsuit. I get it. We're on a show called Baddies. We're going to fight. We're going to get black eyes. We're going to bust noses. You know, a tooth or two might get knocked out, bitch. Okay, I get that. But when you go through those lengths there, because here's the thing, I'm not blaming Tommy. I'm blaming production because they allowed it. Y'all let her come on set. She should have been searched. And I also think she wasn't searched because y'all were in on it, Zeus. Y'all were in on the charade, on the games. You thought it was cute because the season didn't have anything going on. There wasn't shit going on. Ivory's not there, which is why we're going to see them bring in Melanie Fox from Now That's TV because they want to shake shit up with Ivory and get their money's worth out of her because she's been a letdown for the network. You heard that here. She's been a letdown for the network. I know we got some Ivory stands out there, some Ivory fans. I know y'all love Ivory. Listen, I like Ivory too. I've been following her since she was on Now That's TV. We recapped some of her shows here. But she was a flop to the network. They wanted more out of her, and I think Ivory came on the show trying to bring a new version of herself, trying to show growth, and I praise her for that. But that's not what they hired you for, mama. One thing Natalie mentioned was that the bunny that Tommy pulled the GUN out of was a purse. Now I wondered that at first, but I also don't know if it. I guess it would make sense as to how she had it in the bunny, and I guess it makes sense as to why people didn't really question it because they questioned the bunny because they thought it was just a part of her outfit. Now Tommy gets back into the black SUV, the car that Zeus has provided. She gets back into the car with half a wig on, half a track hanging from her head because they done ripped it off her head after fighting her. Natalie, Natalie's wanting to move on because Natalie already knew what was going to go on, okay? Y'all see how quick Natalie wasn't fazed by that? She was ready to move on and get to the club, and she was calling out the girls who had a reaction to it. My thing is, while you trying to spin the block so quick, Natalie, and get it over with, y'all better be glad you don't get sued, because that is grounds for a lawsuit, first of all. Emotional distress, okay? I thought my life was in danger. I have PTSD. I'm going through depression. I'm losing my hair. I can't fucking sleep. Especially if you've been through shit like that before, baby. Let me really juice it up. That's why, Zeus, y'all got to move differently. You're not the same network you were 5, 6 years ago when y'all had the real Black China and One More Chance on. Y'all are not the same network. Y'all are making a lot more money now. Therefore, it's easy for people to. And y'all can't say, oh, well, there's contracts that says a GUN can be pulled out on you. I know that's not a fancy fact. The contract might say you might be subject to, physical being punched, whatever, but nothing in that contract is going to say you should be subjected to a GUN being pulled out on you. And not only that, being shot at. I don't care if it was a BB GUN. I don't care if it was a water GUN. It resembled a real GUN, which can cause and inflict emotional distress onto people, especially those who have been in similar situations before. Now, Natalie starts blaming the girls who got up and left, the girls who had a big reaction to it. She starts blaming those girls, and she says, y'all act like y'all don't know how Tommy is coming. Weird ass bitches should have handled that shit. You weird ass bitches, you should have handled that shit and snatched her purse, and y'all should have did your big one. Well, you're giving yourself away, Natalie, that you knew what was going on, because why is it not a big deal to you? You knew what happened. You and Tommy talked about this. Y'all, this was all produced. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. The reactions gave it away. And then to tell them they should have handled it and snatched her purse and did their bit. Why didn't you, Chinny Chin Chin? Why didn't you knock her upside the head with that chin and take her purse? Oh, that's right. You were in on it. You were in on it, Chin. Just like you're in on everything else, okay? Now, then she goes to Biggie. Natalie, Natalie's doing her thing, going off because she's on her ego trip and she feels like she's untouchable. And, I'm the executive. I'm bad bitch. I'm whatever. Natalie doing Natalie, right? Then she goes over to Biggie because she gets in people's faces and presses those that she knows that she can press, right? She ain't going to get in mine or your face and press us, when she know you going to get right back in that motherfucking chin. Okay, get in my face. I'm going to get right back and what? We can do a chin battle, bitch. And what? Hello? So she goes up to get in Biggie's face because she knows what? She can. She gets in Biggie's face. She tells Biggie, you need to handle your bitch, talking about Tommy. And Biggie says, y'all know better. Y'all know she's crazy. You didn't, y'all should have checked her. Y'all should have checked her. Wait till Tommy sees that, Biggie. Wait till Tommy sees what you said. Even though it wasn't that bad, I know how Tommy is, and she's going to be mad that Biggie didn't have her back more in that situation. She's going to be mad that Biggie was trying to play, to Natalie. Because that's what Biggie does. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. She ain't going to form her own opinion. She going to follow what everybody else saying. Now, Tommy, in my opinion, Tommy is responsible for her own actions, right? We have to put some accountability on her because she did come in there with the GUN. Now, she did spice the episode up. She did get shit popping. She did have it trending #1. But, again, Zeus is the one that really needs to be held accountable here because they are the ringleaders. They are the masters of the circus here. They're back there pulling the strings, okay? Now, the girls get to the club. They all they have a club appearance that night. But Rolly and Tinka don't go to the club appearance because they're upset from what just went down, right? Which I understand being upset. However, for me, I would have showed up, right? I would have showed up, especially being Rolly and Tinka, two girls who have been on the show now for, Rolly 4 or 5 seasons, 5 seasons. Tinkerbell, this is her, second season. The fans know y'all. They're invested in y'all. There were fans who probably came out to just see Rolly or just see Tinka or see both of you guys, and you didn't show up because of what happened the night before filming. And I understand. I get the distress and the distraught and the PTSD. But when you've got contracts in place, when you've got big amounts of money on the line, I'm just the type, if I have an obligation, I'm going to show up for it. Okay? Y'all know with these Baddies videos, I might be late, bitch, but you gonna get that Baddies video before the next Sunday. You gonna get that Baddies video, period. Because I've got an obligation to y'all, right? Now, while Natalie's at the club, she gets on the mic. And Jayla gets her phone out and starts filming Natalie to put on social media. And Natalie's lit, she's drunk. She gets on the mic and she says, we had to have a house meeting tonight. She's letting the fans know that they had a house meeting before they came to the club. And she says, we had a house meeting. Y'all know how Natalie be talking like this right here. She this hard valley girl from the Bay. I'm from the motherfucking Bay. You know how why does she be doing that? Like, what does that even mean? Are you sniffing your coochie finger? We saw that OnlyFans you had, Natalie. We know how you get down. Now, Natalie gets on the mic. Jayla's filming her. And she says, these bitches are acting weird. And they want to come in the club separate, one at a time. Stop acting scary and bring your ass to the club. Okay? Natalie says all this on the mic. Jayla films it. Jayla uploads it to her story. Now, keep that in mind later when Rolly presses Natalie about what she said online and how quick Natalie backtracks and says, later on in the episode, she says, I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about you. There was a fan who threw something on us in the club. That's who I was. Girl, that's why nobody respect you, Natalie. You fake as fuck. Just phony, fraudulent, fugazi. Just be real and say, yeah, I said it. I was pissed at you last night that y'all didn't show up to this appearance, and we had a contractual agreement to be here. Y'all weren't here. Yeah, I was pissed. I was lit. I was drinking. I did it. And what? Right? Now, we see a separate scene with Natalie and Scotty and I forgot who else was in that scene. They're sitting there. They're talking about what happened the night before. Scotty says Tinka got hit 5 times by the bullet. Natalie says, no, she didn't. Roll the footage, okay? Now, I'm with Natalie on this. Keep in mind, Natalie was sitting directly in front of Tinkerbella when this went down, okay? I'm Natalie. I'm sitting here. Tinkerbella's right directly in front of me. Tommy's over here. Pow, 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 pow. Tinka's right in front of me. Natalie saw how it all went down. Now, Natalie may not always be the most trustworthy or honest, but I'm with her on this one because we ourselves also saw the footage, right? So they're running with this. I understand Rolly being upset. We saw her run, right? We saw her run. She seemed scared at that moment. Tinka, you stood there. If you notice, Tinka stood there laughing because she wanted to seem like she was hard. Like, I ain't scared of no GUN. I ain't scared. I'm a gangster. I'm going to stand here. Right? That's what she did. Now, when everything settled down and she noticed everybody was mad and Rolly was upset and people are pissed at Tommy, oh, Tinka changes her tune. Now she's mad. She wants to fight Tommy. Let me act out. Let me get a moment. Tinkerbella gotta have a moment. We know that about her. If it's one thing she gonna do, she gotta have a moment, right? That's my opinion. That's my opinion. My opinion. Okay? So don't get in them comments talking about, well, Damien, Tinkerbella did. You can do that if you're being respectful, because we know we can debate respectfully. It's just some people come in here being so nasty and so rude. Now, Natalie says, roll the tape. And while they're claiming Tinkerbella said she got shot 5 times, right? When they roll the tape back, we see Tommy go pow, 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 and then security grabs the gun. She shot 3 times. So no, Tinkerbella, you didn't get shot 5 times. You didn't get shot 4 times, 3 times. You didn't even get shot once, Tinkerbella. It hit Rolly, and you're jumping on that bandwagon. Now listen, if Tinka got hit, I apologize. But we saw, run the footage back, y'all. Roll it back, and look how you see her standing there laughing, trying to show Tommy that she's unfazed. It's on the camera. Now, if she got hit, would she not be running or like, ow, or like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Would you not? That's a natural human reaction to something like that. I don't buy it, Tinkerbella. Footage shows otherwise. I'm sorry. Now, Scotty tells Natalie that Jayla and Rolly are upset because they were laughing at her, laughing at the situation at the club the night before. Natalie says, you know, Natalie ends up saying, oh, what did she say? Hold on just a second, you guys. I got this right here. Oh, Natalie says that Rolly, since Rolly's so upset at her, she says Rolly loves to say that this is a job and we're not friends, bitch. We're not friends. Natalie says, well, I'm doing my job, bitch. I said, oh, this reunion is going to be litty city, okay? Because not only are Scotty and Rolly beefing after these last 2 episodes, beefing in real life. Now Rolly and Natalie gonna have some beef to handle at the reunion, okay? Natalie's got a lot to answer to at this reunion, and I feel like she's gonna be in the hot seat. Now, Natalie tells Scotty and one of the other girls that Akbar called her very upset and distraught and told her that she was leaving. And it seems like the girls don't really have any empathy for Akbar. It seems like they keep emphasizing that she left and that she ran. Oh, she ran. She left. She did this. You know, Natalie even said, you know, Akbar said that she's been shot before and she's not dealing with this. So, okay, if that's how you know, playing it off like it's not that serious, because to Natalie it wasn't serious because it was planned. But to somebody who has no clue what's going on, that is scary, because that happens so much in America nowadays, in the world, where you're out minding your business and some deranged bitch pulls out a GUN and starts popping. Because in real life, Tommy would have gone to jail for that, regardless if it was a real GUN or not. You don't play like that. You don't play like that. And my thing is, who wouldn't leave in a situation like that? I want to hear from y'all. Are y'all gonna sit there in that situation and stay? I mean, everybody wants to be so hood and down and gangster, and when they ain't got a motherfucking clue. It's all fun and games until you at a funeral. It's all fun and games till you 6 feet under. It's all fun and games till they, boom, shut that jail cell door and you looking like Boo Boo the Fool behind the jail. Now you look stupid, don't you? Now, Natalie ends up telling the girls that she wants to end this tour on a high note and go have some rest and relaxation, and she's going to take the girls to Hawaii, right? So, we see a scene with Tinka and Rolly arriving in Hawaii, and they're getting in a car. They get in a car by themselves. That was strategically planned by producers as well. Putting Tinka and Rolly in a car separately so we can get their point of view of what happened by themselves before they get to the house, okay? I'm putting y'all on game on how this shit work. Now, they get into the car by themselves, they head to the house, and they talk about what happened the night before. Rolly says that she's very upset because people like Jayla were laughing. And she says, why the fuck are you laughing, Jayla? Something tells me Jayla knew what was going on. Something tells me that Natalie probably cued Jayla in like, it's going down tonight, girl. Like when they were in their rooms getting ready, getting glammed, when no cameras, I can hear Natalie being like, girl, it's going down, get ready. It's going down tonight. If something happens, just laugh. Like it's not serious. I could totally see Natalie doing that. Because Jayla is an ass eater, a pussy licker. She follows the yellow brick road too, wherever Natalie goes, because she wants to be in proximity to Natalie because Natalie comes with access. Natalie comes with money, fame, success. She wants to be a part of that. Jayla can't get that on her own. She tried it with the Claremont twins. She wanted to be the Claremont triplet. It's not going to happen. Those two girls already had a bond. They were done with her. So who's the next thing is Natalie. I can't blame Jayla in a way. If I was on a successful show and Natalie was flying me around and doing all, hey Nat, hey sis, you know what I'm saying? No, Tinka, while in the car with Rolly, is talking to Rolly and says again that she says that she was shot at. I want y'all to pay attention to that, okay? In the car with Rolly, Tinka says that she was shot at. She doesn't say that bullets hit her. Okay? So, therefore, pretty much justifying what we just said, Tinka was not shot. Now, again, we didn't hear her say she was shot, I don't think. I think Scotty was the one who said that Tinka told her she was shot 5 times. But here we see Tinka say that she was shot at. Now, that's the truth right there. That's the truth. Tinka might have been shot at because Rolly was in that same direction, but I don't believe that she was penetrated. Now, Tinka goes on to say, then y'all had the nerve to go out to the club after we got shot at with a BB gun. It's just like, really? Like, I understand Rolly and Tinka being upset. Like I told y'all, I understand. I would have been upset too. But at the end of the day, what would it have looked like for all these girls not to show up to the club appearance? What would it have looked like for none of these girls to show up where all these fans have paid money, then they're disappointed that they've showed up, they've got ready, they've got babysitters, they've spent their hard-earned money for nothing? Get out your feelings, Stinkabella and Roly-Poly-Oly. Get out of them, okay? That's not how you conduct business. I don't care what happened last night. Unless you had a family member lose their life, somebody in your life passed away, unless something like that happened, get your ass to work. Get to the job. We've got a job to do. I don't like a bitch that lays out of work. Bitch, we got to show up. What T.S. Madison say? Show me the money, okay? Now, Tinka says that Akbar ran. Akbar, you see her? Akbar ran up out of there. Not you from the hood, not you from the trenches, but you run. I don't know many people in the hood or the trenches who gonna stand there and in front of a GUN and let the bullets hit them. Who gonna stand there and laugh? That's where y'all got it fucked up and twisted. This rap game shit, this street shit got you so brainwashed to where you think that that's the cool thing to do. Stay around the bullets. Stay around the violence. No. People that grow up in that, people that deal with that environment, they want away from it. Most of them. But then you got girls like Tinka who like that shit, who want to be involved with that shit, who think that shit's cute. And Tommy, girls like Tommy, I love me some Tommy, but I'm calling it like it is. Now, the girls start arriving to the Hawaii house. The new G's are already there. The OGs end up showing up and getting there. Everybody's there but Akbar and Rolly, I believe. I mean, Tinkerbella and Rolly. That's strategic. That's strategic because we want Rolly and Tinkerbella to show up as the girls are talking about them, okay? Did y'all peep that? Tinkerbella and Rolly strategically were not there because the girls had to start talking about them, and then the producers cue them in. Cue in Rolly and Tinkerbella. They walk in, and then conveniently everyone's talking about those two, right? But before those two get there, Natalie tells everybody that Rolly has unfollowed them and won't respond to her messages because she's upset about what happened the night before. And Natalie says if fans are spending $130 and we are a no-show, it's delusional. Okay, no shade to any of y'all that went out and saw the Baddies on tour, but what's delusional to me, what's delusional to these blue eyes, is someone paying $130 to go see the Baddies show up late for 30 minutes and do nothing. Okay? Take your $130 elsewhere and do something good with it. Go buy you a motherfucking ounce of pot. Go buy you an ounce of weed. I mean, fill your gas tank up and go to dinner. Go buy a dildo, bitch. But don't spend $130 on going and seeing the Baddies. Don't let them take your money like that. $130. Now, first of all, let's address something real quick. I'm not a cheap bitch, okay? I will go out, drop $250 on a dinner, no problem. No problem. And I'm gonna pay for my friends. Okay? I'm that type of bitch. I'm on vacation regardless. 2-3 times a year, regardless. And we ain't gonna go cheap. I've gone to concerts. I spent $1,000 to see Rihanna in the third row. Not the first, the third row. I took me and my boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend, $1,000 at the time for those 2 tickets, okay? Been to 20-30 concerts. The point of the matter is I ain't a cheap bitch. So don't get this twisted as Damien don't want to spend $130 is not worth going to see the Baddie. Like, nobody has a talent, really. Yes, some of the girls mumble rap over a pre-recorded track. What, 3 of the 4 of the girls out of the group? The rest of the time, it's a baddie shot o'clock. What's up, y'all? This my girl Jayla. Give it up for Rolly. Give it up for Scotty with the motherfucking body. Woo! Baddie shot o'clock. Thank y'all. Have a good night. That's it. And then half the time they show up at 1 a.m. because they're filming they're filming Baddies, so they're all at the house and they show up late. We see that, right? We see Natalie always talking about we gotta get to the club. It's already midnight. We've got to get to the club. Okay. Ruth Chris me, please. Prime 112 me, please. Ocean Prime me, please. Is that Ocean Prime? That restaurant I ate at in Miami? I think. Either way. Would y'all go pay $130 to go see Natalie, Scotty, Rolly, Tinkerbella, Summer, Anna Mac, Latifah, Biggie, Pretty P, Big Lex? Would y'all go pay that? I think I think a decent rate would be like 60 $75 tops, okay? We're not going past $75 a ticket, and that's pushing it to me because there's nothing going on. We're going to a club venue. We're not going to an amphitheater. We're not going to a concert hall. We're not going, do y'all see what I'm saying? Now, Ivory is back. We see Ivory this episode. She only missed 4 episodes. We see her. She's back. By the way, that Hawaii house that they were in, that was a pretty badass house. I think that was the nicest house we've ever seen them in. That was pretty sick. But you know what? I wish they would have just done Baddies Hawaii, put all the baddies in that house, filmed them 24/7, took their phones like they're doing on Baddies Gone Wild, and gave us that. Fuck all this touring around the country bullshit. We're over that. We're sick of that. Zeus, cut that. Cut the tour. Stop the tour buses, the traveling around. Cut it. I'm over it. We're over it. Now, all the girls are filling Ivory in on what happened. Okay, they're telling Ivory what happened. Then producers cue in Rolly and Tinkerbella, right? They walk in, and as they're walking in, of course, the girls are talking about them. Tinka ends up confronting Natalie and Jayla on what happened. And I was just a little confused, Tinka, because your tone was very different than the way you addressed the other girls. Your tone with Natalie was very friendly and smiling like, "What, Natalie, what's wrong with you, girl? Why you do that to me, girl?" You know what I mean? You know when you be mad at somebody, but they're like a close friend, or like you don't want to be mean to them, so you're real nice about it. That's what she was doing. But the difference with this is Tinkerbella usually is nasty, pressing you, want to fight. Like, what time is it, bitch? So, but she didn't do that with Natalie. Why is that, sis? Never mind. You ain't got to tell me. We already know. We already know. I was just wondering, where's that extra Tinkerbella at? Where's the lights, camera, action Tinkerbella at? Where's the performer? Anyway, she goes on to say neither of them checked on her, referencing Natalie or Jayla. Nobody checked on her. But again, I don't feel bad for Tinka because you stood there laughing and appeared to be unfazed. Check on you for what? You were fine. You were laughing. You street, right? You gangster, right? And that, like, come on. Come on. Now, Rolly begins to go in on Natalie. And this is the first time we've seen Rolly check Natalie in this way, I believe, since Baddies South. Because after Baddies South, they really started making money. And that's when I felt like Rolly really started kissing Natalie's ass and was cozying up to her. And Natalie's my best friend. And I thought Rolly had sold out a little bit. I felt like she kind of sold out to Natalie a bit. Like, we want to see you decking Natalie upside the chin like you did in Baddies South. Well, tonight, this week's episode, we saw that same Rolly come back out. Now, she didn't fight Natalie yet, but Rolly goes in on Natalie saying, "You think this shit is funny? Getting on live, drunk, saying bitches is scared?" And I'm like, uh-oh. This don't look too good for you, Nat. Now, Natalie's trying to defend herself, and she says, because Rolly's like, "You never text me. You never checked on me. You never..." And Natalie says, "I did text you. I did check on you." And she shows Rolly the text where she texts her. But then they go from that to saying they wanted more than a text. I don't think you girls would have been satisfied or happy either. Natalie could have thrown you a party, brought you a 10-course dinner, massaged your feet, ate your twat, gave you a bedtime story, brought you warm milk and cookies, and tucked you in at night, and y'all still would have had a problem with what happened. Rightfully so, I understand. But let's keep it a buck, okay? Let's keep it a buck. Now, Rolly says, she's like, "Scotty and Biggie were the only two here for me. Scotty texted me right after it happened." And I'm like, well, Natalie just said and showed you that she text you. So what's the issue? Natalie and Scotty both did the same things. They both texted you and checked on you. Yes, Scotty might have done it right after, But Natalie still did it at 11 p.m. that night, which was not too much time after that happened because that happened at night. Now, this is when Natalie, says, oh, when she's referencing, Natalie brings up the whole her saying y'all are scary, y'all didn't show up to the club, you're scary ass bitches. She tries to defend that by saying that people at the club were throwing drinks and that's why she said what she said. But I'm like, now Natalie, now we ain't gonna sit here and try to lie. That's why that's why people don't fuck with you, Natalie. That fake shit, keep it real. You know what you meant. You knew you were talking about rolling them in that moment. Don't backpedal and pussy pop. Now, Rolly drops a bomb on us and tells Natalie, and why would you, Natalie, tell Scotty that we're mad that she takes the private jets to her booking and we don't? I said, oh, I, I said, damn, Scotty, you got the pussy like that? I said, damn, Scotty, the pussy snatching like that? That's what the fuck I'm talking about, okay? I mean, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. But really, I say that, but then I really think about it, and no shade, okay? No shade. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. Warning, warning, warning. Can we talk for a minute and just be real? Can we talk for a minute? Just a minute, all right? Don't judge me now. Okay. Scotty is a pretty girl, right? We ain't gonna take that from her. The body is bodying. I think she got a cute little Minnie Mouse face. She ain't a stick like me. Body curvalicious. Pussy must be so delicious if she flying on private jets to the bookings by herself with lemon pepper, allegedly. But here's my thing. Scotty is a pretty girl. But I'm like, of all the girls that lemon pepper could bag, of all the girls lemon pepper could be fucking on and putting on private jets, I'm just like, is Scotty like is she cream of the crop? Somebody, like, y'all tell me, those of y'all out there that like pussy, all my straight boys out there watching, which I don't have a really big straight boy demographic. So shout out to all my straights out there. What's up, bro? Shout out to all my straights. What's up, cuz? Listen, my straights and my lesbians, all y'all out there that are sexually attracted to women, is Scotty like a 10? And am I missing it? I'm just saying, because she must have that magic snapback cat. Because they said that Natalie went back and told Scotty that the girls were upset that she got to take private jets to bookings and they didn't. Now, Rolly claims they didn't say that, and I somewhat believe Rolly, because something tells me that Natalie is really the one that's upset that Scotty is taking private jets to her bookings. Now, some of y'all might be saying, well, Damien, what's the big deal that Scotty takes a private jet to bookings? They all take private jets. They do take private jets, but they take them as a group. Have you noticed that? The girls go on a private jet as a group. So the fact that Scotty is getting to take a private jet on her own to a booking, just to a booking is showing up to the club and, like something small. We're not talking about, Scotty's got to go to Africa for whatever, so they're taking a private jet. She's going to 2, 3, 4 hour flights and taking a private jet. Do y'all know how much private jets are? They range, the cheapest, I don't even know if you can get it at this rate anymore. The cheapest being what was once $30,000 upwards into the six figures. $150,000 to, like, it goes up there. So the fact that Scotty's taking that, that's very expensive. I don't care how much money you got. That's very expensive. And that pussy must be pussying. That's magic twat right there, ladies and gentlemen. Um, but then I think about it and I'm like, people have their priorities fucked up. Because with Scotty going on private jets, and I get it that she's not paying for it, right? But the designer bags, all that, I would be like trying to up my health. Okay? And again, this is no shade because everybody ain't got money to do what I'm about to say. But Scotty, you got that access now. It's time to clean that grill up. Okay? And listen, I could use a bleaching myself. Okay? Bitch, I'm not perfect. But before I go out here, if my teeth were fucked up, and I don't think Scotty's teeth are fucked up, but it like, you know, there are some that are turning at the bottom, and she might like her gap. Scotty might like her gap, but she's got a gap here. Gaps are cute on some people. I think it's kind of cute on Scotty. But Scotty, just like me, could use a bleaching and could use maybe some veneers or something. Invisalign. No shade. I'm just saying, people have their priorities fucked up when they come into sums of money because you automatically want to go get designer bags and cars and all the materialistic shit when you ain't gonna have none of that if your health is not right. And listen, I get it. Everybody can't afford it. Everybody can't afford it, but she can. That's my point here. You flying on private jets, but this ain't took care of. And you know what the gag is? Was I not saying a few weeks ago, y'all, that the OGs have been lazy? Nobody's clocking in. Nobody's doing nothing. And look what happened. It took Tommy to step on the scene to get these girls to punch in the clock. We need Tommy back next season, okay? Now, Summer as Scotty, as Rolly tells Natalie, or why you telling Scotty this whole private jet situation, Summer chimes in and says, Scotty, why are you throwing your friends under the bus? Why are you selling out your friends? In true Summer fashion, she's chiming in and getting her point of view, as she should. It's a reality show. Give your point of view. And Summer's got a point. She's got a point. Why are you selling your friends out like that, running back and say, if Natalie and Rolly are your friends? Now, she says, Scotty tells Summer that she wants to dick bride Natalie so bad. And I'm like, are you kidding? Pot meet kettle, kettle meet pot. Y'all have been riding Natalie's dick for years. Are you kidding me? Now, Summer tells Scotty, you don't talk for a reason. I said, oop, oop, oop. Scotty don't talk for a reason because she don't have to. Her pussy is the talent. Scotty's twat is her talent, right? Now I understand what Rolly is saying in this moment because she says they are under Natalie as the employees. They say they are Natalie's employees. She is kind of like their boss. They are underneath her. They didn't feel safe, and she did this without following up with them. And I can almost understand, I guess, like something like that happened. Don't text me and say, are you okay? Call me and check on me. Are you good? What's going on? Like, let me hear your voice, how you sound. You shook up. You know what I mean? The more I thought about that, that's what I started to think. Now, Rolly ends up walking out. I think she feels like it's a bunch of fake bullshit. She even says that. She says in her confessional, she says everyone is fake and tells lies. And I just think she's sick of Natalie's act. The whole woe is me, the whole I'm innocent act while she's back there pulling the puppet strings. And then, when something happens, she's like, what? What? I think Rolly's just sick of that because there's not a real bone in Natalie Nunn's body. Now, in a separate scene, we see Scotty on the balcony overseeing beautiful Hawaii. Beautiful scene, beautiful back shot, right? She's talking to Tinkerbella about Summer butting into conversations all the time and how she don't like it. Now, of course, Summer walks up And they begin to tell Summer how they feel and how she butts into conversations and they think that she should stay out of it. Now, Summer ends up telling Scotty, well, if you're going to be neutral, be neutral. I don't like how you threw your friend under the bus in that way. And now I got to move a certain way when I'm around you because if I tell you something, you're going to run back and tell it. Now, here come Anna Whack and her Rick James weave, okay? That big rat's nest she got on her head that's bigger than her body. Here she come waddling in. Again, pot meet kettle, kettle meet pot. Because here come Anna walking into the scene, telling Summer, why are you always getting in everybody's business? Why are you always jumping into stuff? Wait a minute. Is that not what you're doing, Anna Whack? Are you not walking into their business and interjecting yourself with your Rick James wig? Is that not what you're doing? See, that's why I can't stand you. That's why I can't. A hypocrite out of this world. She can do it. Nobody else can. It's cool if she do it. It's a problem if we do it, right? Now, I guess all of a sudden, I can't say that I'm not shocked by what by Summer and Anna Mac's actions, because all of a sudden they're sister wives now. Anna Mac and Scotty, who came on the show fighting each other and hating each other, all of a sudden are sister wives now because they allegedly share and slop and suck on the same cock. So why fight each other? You might as well be sister wives, be buddies, be the mighty mistresses and team up together. You might as well. You're allegedly sucking and slobbing on the same dirty dick. So you might as well, can't beat them, join them. Hoes of a feather, yes, they flock together and listen, they all buddy now. Summer and Anna Whack and Scotty Too Thotty, they all buddy now, right? Because they tired of fighting over the same dick. They just want to get their money and do their thing. So they sister wives. That's the show we need, Zeus. Sister wives, Anna and Scotty. Now, at least they talk about Summer. Summer's always chiming in. She's like, that's what you do when you're on reality TV. A producer will tell you that. Give your opinion. You're supposed to give your opinion. If you're a naturally quiet person, that's not going to work on reality TV. Give your opinion. Open up. What do you think? How do you feel? If in real life you might not say nothing, on reality TV you need to say something. So I applaud Summer for keeping the story going, contributing, clocking in. That's why she'll be on Baddies Africa and the rest of you hoes is going to be home. Now, sitting back with your arms crossed, rolling your eyes, all y'all lazy asses. Now, see, Anna thought Summer was one of them. Anna, just like Natalie, gets in people's faces that she thinks she can punk and pussy. Anna thought shit was sweet, okay? Now, Summer, y'all know I'm mad at Summer for how she treated Slim. I didn't like that. I didn't like the way she did that, how she kind of teamed up with Rolly, even though Rolly didn't agree with what Summer did. She took advantage of that situation and snuck Slim, and I didn't appreciate that. But she redeemed herself for me this episode, and y'all know why. Y'all already know why. Baby, the way she, not only did she clock Anna Whack in the face, she grabbed that hoe by her neck like this, cupped it so perfectly, and bop! Right in the motherfucking... I've been waiting on that since Baddies motherfucking East, bitch. I've been waiting on somebody. Anybody. Is there anybody out there? I hollered in my room, okay? Thank you, Summer. Summer deserves a raise. Summer deserves MVP of the season, along with Big Lex. Finally, someone shut up that yappy, stray, matted dog. Let's round of applause for Summer. Thank you, Summer. Oh, and while I'm on it, Scotty, you just again, time and time again, season after season, yet again this week, you just proved to us what a scary ass, no good, low down, jumping, sneaking ass hoe you are. Okay? Because see, Scotty, I be feeling bad for you and having your back, but then you do shit like this. Then you do shit like this, and I can't defend it. Because why didn't you jump on Summer when you and her was one-on-one? Why didn't you pop your shit with Summer when y'all was one-on-one on that balcony overseeing the city? Why didn't you pop y'all shit when y'all was one-on-one in the house and you was telling her, shut up, shut up, shut up? Why? Huh? Why, Scotty? You waited until Summer was in a vulnerable position and she was fighting someone else to take your hit. And that's why we don't respect you in that mouth. Okay? You can't hold your own. You've never been able to stand on your own 2 feet. Just like on a whack, y'all are both hoes of a feather that flock together. Neither of you can fight. You both have to sleep your way to the top, allegedly. Y'all both allegedly be fucking and sucking and slobbing on the boss. And that's the only way you got on the show, because your personalities, your dry-ass personalities would have never got you on the motherfucking show, bitch. So what'd you have to do? Allegedly lick them balls of that light bulb head ass lemon pepper. And Summer, I gotta clock you for a minute, Summer. What was going on with them braids? Summer's wig got pulled off, and why did them braids look crustier than the Krusty Krab, bitch? Them braids looked crusted to her head. Summer, we need to get some vitamin E up in there, some tea tree oil, some beeswax, some moisturization. Now, next week we're gonna see Summer versus Scotty again, and baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Before the episode ended, we did see that. We saw Summer versus Scotty one-on-one, and Summer was actually getting Scotty. She was starting to get her, and then, of course, security separated them. Because if you're a mistress of lemon pepper, you're an alleged mistress of lemon pepper, I believe security gets notes, little notes in their ear to separate the mistresses quick. Now, Anna and her Rick James weave leave the room. I'm sorry. She didn't leave yet. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Anna and her Rick James weave and Scotty, they have to tag team Summer. Of course they have to tag team Summer. Neither of them can fight her on their own. Summer, okay? Summer, who's one of the least skilled fighters in this house, is literally taking on both of these girls and handling her own. That's sad. That's sad, okay? So sad. They had to tag team. And the gag is, y'all, Anna and Scotty think that they really know how to fight. They really think that they did something. But no. Anna ends up walking out of the room with her nose leaking. Yes, her nose was leaking. And I ain't talking about snot or boogers, bitch. Her nose was leaking. BLOOD. So not only did Anna get a goose egg on her head this season by Nunu, she got that nose rocked by Summer. Look at karma. She don't always come back when you want her to, but she's always right on time. Now, next week, we see my girl Big Lex come to Summer's defense when she realizes that Summer is being attempted jumped, and snuck at the same time by Anna and Scotty. So she comes out there. She comes out there to Summer's defense and checks the sister hoes, okay? She checks both of the sister hoes and tells them, oh, you want to jump, bitch? You want to jump? Let's go. Now, let's see how quick these roaches scatter when Big Lex steps onto the motherfucking scene. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. We see Rolly saying that she's done with Natalie's shit, but I don't believe that. them checks get dry, Rolly, you gonna be back to licking that twat. We see Summer and Scotty. They get to fighting on a boat next week when the girls go parasailing in Hawaii. And we also see Summer and Anna go another round next week, it seems, after Anna throws something at Summer's face. So the Summer versus Anna and Scotty saga continues next week. This is not over. We're going to see all this play out as well as the aftermath with Natalie and Rolly. All that and more next week. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you click that subscribe button below. Also press that thumbs up button and like this video. Join the conversation and get in the comment section. I'd love to hear all your thoughts and opinions. And last but not least, if you would like to help support the Damien After Dark channel, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list down there too if you would like to take that route. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Baddies Midwest After Show, hosted by yours truly, Damien Gentry. Follow me on all social media at DamieonGentry. I'll put that in the description box below as well. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.